early March. So here's what we got going on. I am tracking a potent system out to the west. We have tornado warnings, one confirmed tornado over eastern Texas. And again, this system will continue to move to the north and northeast. Thankfully, we'll see the tail end of this cold front. So the severe weather in our area much lower comparing to north of us. So we are also looking at some severe thunderstorm warnings out to the west as well. As we zoom into our area, I'm not tracking any rain. We are dry, but that's going to change as we go through the overnight hours. And when that cool front moves through very early tomorrow morning, we'll begin to see some showers, some thunderstorms associated with it. But behind that front, things are looking so pleasant as we wrap up the work week. So as we take a look at the water vapor imagery showing what's going on in the atmosphere, the flow of the atmosphere, we've been under the influence of an area of high pressure here. As that ridge is continuing to move to the east over Florida. As that happens, it's going to allow this trough to push in that cool front as we go through the overnight hours, and we'll begin to see the weather change. Today, once again, we tied a record which was set back in 2018 of 84, and at the Kenner Airport, we hit 84 degrees, and it certainly felt like it. And we've been in record territory for the past couple of days or so. We've tied records, we've broken records, but things are going to change as we head into tomorrow. We'll begin to see somewhat cooler air as we go through tomorrow afternoon. 78, looking at plenty of clouds across the area because it's so humid. It's breezy. We have our winds out of the south. It's 17 miles per hour. So that's going to continue to increase the humidity as we go through the overnight hours before that cool front arrives. Real quick, here's a look at your current temperatures across southeast Louisiana and southern Mississippi. Lower 80s, middle to upper 70s. And as we go through the rest of the evening, if you do have any plans, we're okay. We'll be dry. You won't need the umbrella, but we are looking at plenty of clouds, a 10% coverage as we get closer to midnight, and then a 30 to 40 as we go through early Friday morning. But look at your temperatures staying in the 70s as we go through tonight. Winds are out of the south everywhere. We're getting wind gust readings pretty strong at Shell Beach at 24 miles per hour, as well as Homa 24 miles per hour. It looks like that's broken over there. And then we're looking at 20 miles per hour out in Galliano. So the winds will continue to increase as that cold front gets closer and closer to our area. We may see gusts up to 40, even 50 miles per hour early Friday morning. So if you have anything outside, just make sure they're anchored down properly. And because of that setup, a wind advisory will go into effect early Friday morning, lasting through Friday afternoon. We'll get winds between 20 to 25 miles per hour out of the southwest, with gusts up to 45, even 50 miles per hour as we go through your Friday morning, even into the afternoon. So here's a severe weather threat. Across the Central Plains, we're looking at an enhanced moderate, that is fairly high, and the hatched areas, that's a higher threat for tornadoes, and they're already seeing tornadoes in those areas. But for us here, we're looking at a lower threat, a level 1, which is a marginal threat, where we could see a medium threat here, strong winds, flooding rain with those isolated downpours, and then on the lower end of things, can't rule out an isolated tornado and also large hail. When that cold front pulls through, we'll begin to see the humidity drop. It's going to feel great, and then the humidity beginning to climb as we head into next week. Here's a look at tonight's low, still fairly warm across the area, and then tomorrow's highs will be in the 70s, still above average, but at least it'll give us a break from the 80s. Clouds will be across the area as we go through tonight. Look at the timestamp, around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. The cold front continues to move through our area. We'll begin to see scattered showers, some thunderstorms, and this will be a quick moving front. I do expect that front to be out of the area by 10. Definitely by lunch, and things are looking fantastic across the area as we go through your Friday afternoon. Here's a look at your 7-day, 75 as we go through tomorrow, wind advisory in effect. We're looking at cooler mornings though. Saturday, less humid for the weekend, and then we're back into the 80s as we head into next week.